What's up, boys and girls? Scyther4077 here, and we are playing NeverDead. This game seemed to have gotten lost in the shuffle. It came out January 31st of 2012, at least in North America. It came out in February 2nd in Japan and 3rd in Europe and whatnot. But anyways, it seemed to have gotten lost in the shuffle, and I think it's a decent game. I mean, there's some mixed reviews about it and everything. I think it's an original idea, which is nice. And you know what? I think that people complain too much, and because if something's not, if it can't be good as Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or you know, Battlefield 4 that's gonna be coming out or anything like that, it's like people complain too much. It's like, you know, it's a different style of game, and I think it's a great idea. But anyways, you play Bryce Boltzmann, who is the protagonist of NeverDead. He's a demon slayer, and he's been cursed with immortality, okay? And he can actually use his limbs as weapons, like his head and his arms. He can rip off his arms and stuff like that. Now, Arcadia, who you just seen, the woman who was shooting at that, what's called a puppy, she actually works for NADA, which is the National Anti-Demon Agency. So obviously she's against demons too. Now, the reason why that Bryce is immortal is because this demon king named Astaroth made him immortal. And also, you'll notice that one of his eyes is a lot different than the other. Well, that's because Astaroth gouged out of one of his eyes and cursed. That's when he cursed Bryce with immortality. And what happened was that Astaroth murdered Bryce's mother. And while he was horrified by the murder, that's when Astaroth went ahead and gouged out the old eye. You know, so he's seeking revenge and everything. Now, this guy's name is Sangria, and this is what you start off as. Now, yes, you're Bryce, but obviously this is a different time because, you know, he's immortal, and he must have been immortal for a long time. So, whoa, watch it now. Of course, we got some Megadeth playing in the background, which is the title NeverDead. As you notice, when you're kind of locked on, because there's not really, I mean, there is an aim. You can aim if you hit the right R3 button, and you can aim. But if you get close enough, you notice that the reticles will come together and everything like that. Now, you can get out of the way by hitting circle to evade and everything like that. But I'll tell you, like I said, this is a decent game, and I think it's a unique idea. And I'm happy to be playing it. You know, and it is different. It can get frustrating at times, but you know what? Hey, that's all part of the game, and that's how games are. You know, I'm getting so sick of seeing like reviews for certain games and everything. You know, I can understand if the game was older, say from 2008 or 2009 or something like that. Oh, and we got the trophy deciphered. That's not missable. I mean, yeah, that's not missable in this game because that's a chapter type of thing. The lady that was next to us, that was Cypher Boltzmann. Okay. She just let me sleep. Now, yeah, I'm tired of reading reviews and stuff on games because this is no Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This is no Battlefield 3. You know what? Shut the hell up. I'm so sick of hearing that crap. It's like, you know, not everything is going to be like that. If everybody made the games just like that, you know how boring as shit that would be. You know, you got to have variety, okay? You know, I understand. There's nothing wrong with multiplayer. I'm not saying that, you know, screw everybody that plays Black Ops. No, what I'm saying is that, you know, don't put shit down because that's all you like to play is multiplayer, first-person shooters. If that's all, you know, okay, fine. You don't like variety. Well, you know, I do. I like variety, and I like seeing different things here and there, and I like a storyline too, you know. And it's like, I'm getting sick of people, you know, you know, yeah, this game's okay, but it sucks compared to. It's like, dude, don't be comparing shit to, you know, to multiplayer all the time. You know. Anyways, I'm done ranting. I'm done ranting. So as you can see, his eye is a bit changed. And if you noticed, because she shot in the door and everything, if you noticed that he had a smoking hole in his head from her shooting through the door. So that's funny.
Back to what I was saying. When the hell am I gonna get paid?
Need I remind you of the bill you racked up last time when you demolished the fire department entrance?
I was acting in the line of duty. Just trying to earn my bread and butter.
Bread and butter? You don't even eat.
Hey, all I'm trying to say is, most kind, beautiful, oh so understanding boss lady.
Kind? Yes. Beautiful? Definitely. Understanding? Well, since you put it that way.
Really?
Finish this job and we'll continue the conversation.
Then forget about what I said about kind, beautiful, and understanding.
Now, Bryce Boltzmann is voiced by David Lodge. He's done a lot of voiceover work for video games and everything like that. And Arcadia is voiced by Michelle Ruff.
What the hell were they doing in here?
Those are the two main characters. There isn't very much information on this game either. I had a hell of a time just trying to find like the enemies list and everything like that, and just so I could, you know, get some tags for it and everything. And I just had a hell of a time. There's just not much information out there about this game. I was surprised to even find the character list at all. Because what's funny is I typed in NeverDead. Well, I put a space between Never and Dead, and I looked it up on IMDb, which, I mean, I use that, you know, I use it all the time to find anything about TV shows or movies or anything like that. If I wanted to find characters, and it didn't find anything. It wasn't even close. I was like, wow, I didn't even find any like close matches. What the hell? I mean, it did, but only because it had the words Never and Dead, you know, in there. But it didn't, you know. Didn't give this as an option. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on here. And I didn't put a space in it. And it came up. I was surprised. And, of course, there was no art. There's no box art or anything. No photo or anything like that on it. So, and like I said, it only listed like 5 people. But I think it's a great game. Like I said. Now, you have to be careful because, see, you're immortal with Arcadia, as it says right here. She is not. So, if she's in trouble, you know, and she's dying, and you'll notice that, just go by her and hold down square real quick, and she'll get right up. It's not like you got to wait for a progress bar to go up or anything like that. It's not that much of a pain in the ass. In fact, she's actually a pretty smart AI compared to a lot of games I've played where, you know, how dumb as shit AI can be, and it's like, you know, you can't even walk away for 5 seconds before they're down, and they're you know, they're wounded or something. I noticed that a bit in Spec Ops: The Line, because, you know, you have 2 partners and stuff throughout most of the game, and yeah, they're a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they are dumb as shit and they walk right out into the gunfight, right in the middle of the fracas. You know, it's like, well, you know, you're gonna get your ass shot off if you're just gonna run right in the middle of the battle. Come on now, jeez. Try to use some cover or something. Now, what we got to do first, this is the first time where, you know, you notice that you can use you can use his limbs and stuff that will come off. Now, this can be frustrating, especially if you're fighting certain enemies that, like even puppies, if you get swarmed by them. They'll bite you, and all of a sudden you get dismembered, where all, you know, both your arms and legs and head will come off. And sometimes they'll bat your head around, and what you got to do is you got to roll your head towards your body, towards the head of your body, so you can at least regenerate. Now, you can regenerate from arms and legs and stuff by rolling over them. And you do the same thing, like if you're just a torso kind of hopping around looking for your arms and legs. Once you get near them, you can hit the circle button and you'll regenerate it back. There are certain points where you'll notice it looks like a snake type potion kind of hovering there on the ground, and if you go by that with your head, then you can regenerate your whole body. You don't have to find all your body parts. So that's nice. Now, there's some puppies. They're not too bad. Now, this isn't the only weapon that we have right now. I mean, right now, this is the only weapon we have. But there are other weapons and stuff that you get. And, you know, you can pick up submachine guns and everything. But this is the other weapon that you will have. And that is the butterfly blade. And I'll tell you, I use it a lot. I think it's very effective. And that's... that is called a spoon. Which is... very, very punny. But anyways, you want to target that with L1, and what you have to, in order to regenerate, you'll hit L3, I think it is. When your meter fills, you'll notice that that on the right bottom corner of the screen, there's an eye. When that fills up, when the circle fills around it in yellow, you can regenerate. So if you can't find your limbs or something, you'll be able to hit L3 and regenerate automatically, and you know you'll have all your limbs back. Now this took a little bit for me to get used to be swinging the sword, because you know it acts just like a sword. You know, when you swing, you know, when you push up on the controller, he'll swing back, and when you push down, he'll swing down or swing forward. You know, swing left and right. So now this is the thing that bothered me, because see, I already used some XP to upgrade some stuff. And that, what I had right there was like an aim snap or something like that. So while you're in aiming mode, when you hit R3, you can go into aiming mode. You can, it'll automatically snap to the closest enemy, or you know, whatever. Well, I was actually trying to aim at the explosive tanks, and I was having a little bit of a hard time. All right, so. Here's one of the parts where I'm rolling around. I'm like, oh, come on now. I gotta roll around to the other side, because that's where my neck would be. There we go. So he automatically regenerated there, and now I gotta on my left arm. There it is. Alright, cool. And actually, you can get there's a few trophies you can get like almost right away. In fact, I don't show it, but you can get one of the trophies called Hop, Skip, and a Jump. And basically what happens is that when you get, if you lose a limb, like your leg, well actually it has to be a leg. You lose your leg, what you do is first you hop over to it, then you combat roll to regenerate, and right after that, jump, which is the X button, and then you'll get the trophy. Whoopsie. Now, I regenerated totally. I must have had, my limbs must have been all right there. So, oh, and those red things are collectibles. That's what gives you XP to purchase, you know, to improve your weapon's strength and stuff like that. And I recommend improving your gun strength as soon as you can, because in the next video that we're going to do, we're going to fight a boss, and he's not that difficult, but what you got to do is the second part of the fight, you got to fire at his ass. Now, here's one of those containers. Now, I was like, what the hell? Come on now. I'm like, why isn't... I should be able to regenerate. Well, I think what it was is that I should have been right underneath it. I should have been just near it and hit it. So I'm like, all right, what the hell? I'm like, oh, look at this. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this oh, it's a bucket. Can I get in this bucket? And I couldn't. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll go back over here. There we go. I don't know. I mustn't have been in the right position or something like that. But normally you should be able to just regenerate right from there. All right, so there's some explosive tanks. I wait for the reticles to come together. Now you could. That's another thing you can buy. You can buy something with experience that'll increase the speed of those coming together. Now we're gonna be in a bit of a. Oh no, not yet, not yet. Let's see, where are we coming to here? Another room, of course. Oh, here comes some puppies. Oh, okay, yeah, we gotta find the other key card. Not a problem. That's like kind of right near here. So let's beat these puppies' asses. Slice them up. Slice them and dice them. Oh, and you can use the environment to kill enemies too. When you're near some destructible environment, it'll kind of like have a yellow glow around it, sort of like the enemies have. Your reticle will turn yellow. Okay. And what you do is you just sort it, you know, when there's an enemy near you, and usually it'll fall down on the enemy, and it'll kill them. Just gotta be careful so it doesn't fall on you as well. All right. So anything destructible, you notice your reticles turn yellow. Yeah. Now there's another trophy you can get. I think it's kill 35 enemies with explosive barrels. I don't know why they say barrels because these are tanks, but you can get it here. You just have to keep trying. You don't. It's not consecutive. I mean, I'd imagine you can do it and reload the chapter if you really wanted to, and just keep adding them up. I didn't do that because I wasn't thinking of it, and I didn't see that trophy until after, until I was trying to find the names of characters and stuff, and I was like, oh, I know what I can do. If there's a trophy guide roadmap, I'll be able to find, you know, the names of some enemies and some characters and stuff, and I did. That's how I did it. Ah, yes. Yeah, we got a lot of puppies to fight. Alright, now, I don't know what happened here, but that brick wall shouldn't have been there, because last time I played this, that brick wall was not there, and you'd be able to see what the door looked like. It's just covered in this gray mass. So once you defeat all the enemies in the area, it'll open up, and it'll show a little cutscene. So,
Be careful not to crush yourself in the process.
yeah, now he's telling you about the destructible environment. I'm talking over it because there's subtitles, so you can read them if you want. Read them at your leisure. Whoa, almost got swiped by that spoon there. Now, it did tell you towards the beginning that if you're just doing like hack and slash, just like not really precise slashing, it's going to take longer for the enemies to go down. So, now, these are called wombs. You got to go find, I think there's like 3 of them in this area. Because otherwise, if you don't kill these, they're going to keep spawning these puppies and stuff, and you'll never kill them all because they'll just keep spawning, obviously. We are coming to the end of this video, and we will be back in the next video, which will be NeverDead Part 2. Well, I guess we got a little bit of time. Not too much, though. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this game. I really enjoy it. I think it's a unique idea, and, you know, and you get torn limb from limb, and eventually you'll be able to rip off your own limbs and head and everything, and do all kinds of stuff. You'll even be able to explode your body parts. Because, see, when you throw your limbs towards these puppies, they go after them. Because, you know, like a dog after a bone, they go after your limbs. So you can get a trophy where if you destroy 5 of them at once, then that'll pop. And what you'll do is when you throw it, once you get 5 of them around your limbs and stuff, then you hit the L2 or R2, depending on which limb you threw, to detonate it, and it'll explode them. So, but there's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can catch yourself on fire and everything. So that took care of that. But, like I said, we'll be back in the next video. This is Scyther4077 saying take care and cheers so long. Rate, comment, subscribe, suggest. But more importantly, thank you so much for watching as always. Bye-bye.